Are you freaking out? I totally feel you. So, this practice is for those moments when you just need an extra confidence boost. You feel like everything is just going crazy around you, and you just really need to find your center and gain that oomph and gain yourself back. So this is a Kundalini exercise that we're going to do, and I'm going to do a whole Awaken the 10 Bodies system, which is my favorite Kriya in Kundalini. But I'm going to share the short one with you just so you can kind of go to it and you can just come right back. It'll completely change how you were at the beginning to how you are at the end. I guarantee it. So what we're going to start with is the breath of fire in this V pose with the arms. So you can see my thumbs are out, my fingers are curled in. We're gonna just put our arms in straight lines up, really, really nice and powerful, really straight, feeling this energy, the lines from the heart center to the wrists, to the fists, that really, really nice strong V. Keeping that chest lifted, feeling grounded from the root all the way up through the crown of the head, keeping the chin level. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to begin a breath of fire. If you're not familiar with the breath of fire, you can start out by panting with the tongue out and keeping that belly moving, pumping, engaged. And then we're going to eventually close our mouths and it will be in and out through the nose. Really pumping that belly, keeping it going. Really clearing out that fire in the belly, building it up so it can release. The inhales and the exhales of breath and fire are actually equal. So it's going to be equal in the exhale, equal in the inhale. Nice and powerful, keeping those arms really straight, keeping the energy releasing out of the palms, through the fist. If your arms are feeling like they're getting tired, try to see if you can keep them up a little bit longer. See if it's your mind telling you or just your body. Keeping them straight and strong. Sometimes when you straighten them even more, you become a little bit more powerful. You see how much longer you can go. Sometimes you gain a little bit more energy, a little bit more motivation to be able to teach yourself how to see things through to the end, keeping up with that breath. Letting that blood pump, that oxygen pump all through your veins, all through the cardiovascular system, enlivening, awakening. Making the last half your strongest. Keeping that belly really pumping fiercely. Maybe even thinking about something just momentarily that you've been a little bit frustrated about, that you want to just pump through. You want to just motivate yourself. You want to just make it through to the end. Or you want to find yourself. You want to find your truth, your own truth, of what you feel is going to be supportive and motivating for you to get through this time. Keeping the arms straight, holding at the top. Inhale. And bringing the arms down, releasing. feeling the oxygen circulate, maybe tingle through the toes, through the fingertips. Resting, feeling, although we are building fire, feeling that air, that balance of that air, a little bit of lightness that it's given us. Blinking the eyes open, coming down to a cross-legged position, either on the ground or on a cushion. Going to grab the ankles, the center right here. We're going to use that to pull ourselves forward and back in a spinal flex. This posture is really incredible if you've been working at the computer, at a desk a lot, if you've been driving a lot. Maybe it's something that I always say is that if we just lifted our chest just an inch, just another inch or two, it can totally change your life. It can change how you feel about yourself. It can change how other people perceive you. It can give you just a lift enough for your lungs to be able to fully expand and contract. And it just gives you this instant kind of confidence and just more energy to really carry on and to be able to share what you came here for and your position. And so just really rolling their shoulders back really nicely, keeping the space really nice and open, shining that heart up towards the heavens, towards the sky. Even maybe reaching the arms out like this, welcoming in, giving, receiving, that open heart, that open chest, open diaphragm, that spine that's all stacked, all in alignment, creating that balance. And so with the spinal flex, it's going to really help us emphasize that. So we're going to use the shins to just gently pull and open the chest on our inhale, and then exhale, letting that dome and round happen in the spine, the upper spine. And then inhale, exhale, really nicely dome and round in the back, emphasizing that curvature. And I'll show you from the side. So a really nice inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And your ears might not look this pronounced yet, but even if it's just like this, you're just making sure that you're not just leaning, but you're really creating that flexibility in that spine. They say the youthfulness is held in the spine. If we can just keep the chakra system aligned, the energy centers, and keep our spine nice and healthy and straight, then we can stay young forever. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And we'll do a little bit faster. Yogic breathing is in and out through the nose, a really nice and controlled breath. We're really emphasizing this posture, this curvature in the spine, this expanding, this contracting. Reminding ourselves to really pull those shoulders back, lift that chest, that sternum, and then allowing for that relaxation, that release. Now this is really concentrated on the bone structure, so on the spine, the bones of the spine, the vertebrae. So you don't want to get too tired on the muscles. So if this is too extreme for you, you can just settle it down a bit and just focus on those vertebrae the bones so the muscles don't get too tired. But you will feel a little bit of a pull, especially if your chest tends to hollow in a little bit, like most of us. It has to do with physical work, with working out sometimes, even with kind of these kind of chest presses that people like to do, and emotion we like to kind of protect. We, especially when we're becoming withdrawn or we feel like our power is being taken away from us, sometimes we can just kind of withdraw or feel a little bit more insecure, unsure, and this really helps us breathe, helps us open. Just a few more seconds. And we'll inhale and hold at the top. And release. So beautiful. So the second part of the spinal flex is in what we call rock pose, is a kneeling position. You can put a pillow between your buttocks and your calves if it's more comfortable, or sit on a block, or you can just, if it's comfortable for you like this on the ground, great. If this is not accessible to you, you can also do it in the chair or just cross-legged how we were before. And also this kind of seated cat-cow that we're doing, you can also always do that in a chair as well. The importance is that you're going from root to crown, keeping the spine just straight and aligned and focusing on that flexibility. So we're just gonna place our hands on our thighs, and again, we'll inhale and arch, and exhale, round. And keeping the breath really nice and powerful as you're doing this, expanding, contracting. Keep the eyes closed, really feeling in the body, really bringing that awareness within, bringing your attention to your forehead and your face muscles, making sure that those are nice and relaxed, maybe even bringing a soft smile to the lips. I always like to recommend really changing that brain chemistry to a little bit lighter, brighter. Just knowing that this is your time, you're in control of that diaphragmatic breath, that contraction and the expansion of the lungs, of your own growth, that metaphor that brings you forth to life. You're in control. You're in control of the peace, that connection with the divine light within you, with your way of perceiving everything that is around you, what information you'd like to take in, what information aligns with you, how much you expose yourself to the news and to other opinions, and how much you just really feel what's right for you, with relation and with respect to others always. And just remembering to be the light, to share your own gifts, your own power, feeling safe, knowing that you are it, you are here. Inhale and hold at the top. And exhale, come back to a seated position, cross-leg, however's comfortable for you. Keep your eyes closed. And normal breath. Feeling that rise and the fall, rocking you into a sweet meditative state, sweet surrender, honoring the beauty of taking this time out for yourself. And I'm going to offer just a little bit of hip stretch. We'll just go and lie down on our backs. See if you can see me. Great. And we're going to scoot your hips just a couple inches to the right. And then drop your knees over to the left. Keep your arms nice and straight out on either side. You can drop your neck slightly to the right if you are healthy in the neck and the cervical spine, thoracic area. And giving that hip a nice stretch, and the twist really helps us wring out that fiery center of ego and confidence, and that area that can get that flutteriness, that anxiety. And that can also feel that peace when we just surrender, just relax, breathe into what you have control over, wringing out those intestines, the digestive system, kidneys. And then picking up your knees back to the center, scooting your hips a couple inches to the left, dropping your knees over to the right in a 90-degree angle. Really breathing in to that twist, relaxing the muscles in the feet and the legs, the hips, the back, the neck and the head. Everything, just letting the oxygen flow through. Cooling yourself down, allowing those elements to balance you, the fire, the air. Drawing the knees back into the chest, curling yourself into a little ball, giving yourself a nice big hug. Inhaling deeply and releasing, just going down to your back, letting your legs and your arms loose, free, relaxed. Yourself know that it is okay. If you're freaking out, it's okay. If you're feeling really chill and grounded, that's okay too. Whatever the case is, doing these practices, keeping up with this breath work, really just help us go through whatever it is that we're going through and move through it gracefully so we can come back to the other side faster. And you can stay here as long as you would like. I invite you to just relax, just be mindful of your breath, feeling that rise and the fall, rocking you into meditation, into sleep, into a nap. And just knowing that you are not alone. I'm here for you, and there's always that voice, that divine light right inside. Just listen to him or listen to her. She's saying, it's okay. Satnam.